All right, now I've noticed that I'm going to make this a little smaller so I can see it. So you've got part of my laziness here is not having to type things, look back and forth on another screen. So now I have this. Now I need to do the variance. I finished part A a little too soon. And if you go look at the formula, the t is 6. So now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to put t and then put 6 so that in case they change the problem for the other problem, I don't have to change it at all. And by the way, I'm doing this kind of to check. This is how I'm doing to check if I get the same answers as them. And so now I'm going to put variance. They call it volatility. And I'm going to put in that formula. So what is that formula? It's going to be these numbers up here minus the mean, and I already have the mean, but I want it to do the mean each time. So let's move this over here, and let's go down to your other part where they talk about how to do this. It's up here. I'm going to put variation because that's what we call it. Let's see. I like to make things look neat in Excel. So this little button wraps the header. I'm just fussy about it. So stock A. So I'm going to now automate a lot of what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go equals, and then and I think I probably have to do this. No, I think I can get away with not doing this. So let me try the following. So I have to do 1 divided by, t is in A2, but I don't want that to, that's a fixed thing. So $2, so just, you can do 5 if you want to, but I like to automate it so that all I have to do, if they have 5, I just have to put 5 there and everything automatically changes. And then I'm going to put times, and then I just look at what they did. They took the values. Let me see if this works. Sum of, I don't think it'll work. So I think I have to do, if I want to do it as a sum, it's going to be double the work. So $2. So I was trying to see if I could automate the whole thing, but I think I have to type it in manually. So times C2 is what's there minus the mean. I feel like I want to actually do this by variance terms A. I kind of am rethinking this. I'm doing this on the fly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. It's going to be minus, it's going to be C2. You have to put equals in front of it. Equals C2, which highlights that minus 11, minus the mean, which is in I2, but I don't want that to scroll because everything's going to be subtracting the mean. So look at all these terms, subtract the mean. And then I'm going to square it like that. So that's my term 1. And then what you do is you take your cursor, bring it down to the bottom edge. It becomes thin, like a thin cross, and then you scroll it down. So those are all the terms. And then what I want to do is I want now the variation. It's going to be equals 1 divided by $2, and then multiply by the sum of C4 to CH4. See, it highlights that whole row. And then let's see if it works. Oops. It didn't like it. Why didn't it like it? Let me see what happened. Did I type something wrong? Oh yeah, it didn't. I think I have to do this. Put S. think I have to do this. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What it did is it scrolled. So let's see. Now it didn't scroll. Now it's I2 in all of them. So I had to put a $sign before it so it doesn't scroll when I go to the right. So I didn't have this $sign before, so when I put my thing in here, I saw a K2. And now it should work. Times sum of C4 to H4. Didn't like that. Yeah, I didn't have parentheses. So it should work now. Like, what did they get? They got something different. So let me see what went wrong. Oh, it's not. Yeah, it is right. So this happens sometimes. Let me see. Oh, A2 minus 1. It's great Excel, but the person who's typing it in can be stupid. 96%. So I have the same thing as them. Yeah, so if I put 0.00 in front of it, it's gonna, if I divide this by 100, then I'm going to get the variation. Let's see. Actually, I don't. Let me see what's wrong. Let's see. I'll figure that out later. So variance terms in B, I'll do the same thing now, equals C3 minus $2 squared, and then pull that formula. And then over here, if you want to be lazy, all you have to do, make sure that's there, and then pull it here. Actually, I can't. I have to copy and paste. So I have to pull it here, and then it'll be C5 to H5. And I'm sure I'm going to be off again by, yeah, so I'm off by 100. Not sure why. That's something to do with percent, so I'm not going to belabor that. The standard deviation is just a square root, so you would go over here and put standard deviation A, and that would be just equal square root of K2, and yeah, so I have to divide that by 100, I guess, because it's percentages still. Standard deviation of B would be equals square root of the variation of B. And the same number, but I have to divide by 100. And if I divide by 100, I do get what I need to get on these two, the standard deviations. I'm not sure why the variations are off on theirs. I'm definitely not doing anything wrong because this is just scrolling on Excel and I'm doing exactly their calculations. Okay, so that's part A complete.